Up to 85,000 children have died of starvation or disease since Yemen conflict began, Save the Children says.
This post received a score of 5,260, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
One rare issue where Obama and Trump are complicit with.
And anyone who buys anything that goes through the Red Sea, Aden's and Suez. So all of Europe, most Asia and Western Africa.
Yes. But we can easily agree one does far more damage than the other, buying hair products or produce versus acting as the purveyors of genocide in the position of highest power.
Where is the line? Fill up with petrol in the EU and 40% goes to the KSA and friends to buy cluster bombs. Buy an iPhone and a chunk of it goes to put bullets on the clips if Chinese soldiers on a concentration camp guard towers.
Ideally you'd not use Apple, but I'm not sure it's possible for everyone to afford an electric car and totally shun gasoline just yet. You're right that it costs lives, thousands and thousands and thousands of them. So I guess I'm just not sure where to go from that. I won't travel somewhere I don't morally support, and I won't spend money on imports I also don't align with.
Vote for people with protectionist policies and pay the true cost environmental, wage, safety, rights of our consumerism ourselves.
I agree fully. But it will be near impossible to combat cheap labor on an individual level. People will always want the cheapest price for the biggest quantity. Only when you've gotten some significant financial leeway will you take to spending double for a product sourced properly. But the more people that purchase this way, the better. It just seems a big step without those policies in place, so I hope that happens soon.
Those policies are in place. They are called tariffs, duty fees, port fees, customs fees, VAT, import taxes, etc. and still been around for a few thousand years. The reasons why US hasn't annihilated the EU's ag industry in a sea of subsidized GMO corn, wheat and soy. The same reason the US slapped steel and aluminum tariffs on China and, their backdoor buddy, Canada. And China just does whatever it wants, up to outright stealing property.
So, what are you complaining about?
One dead child is a tragedy, 85,000 a statistical number. Because the human mind is not built to imagine a horror on that scale, we only see the 8, the 5 and 3 zeros. Fuck everybody who had a hand in this, and fuck everybody who could have prevented this and didn't do shit.
To give a point of reference to this tragedy, this is just above the equivalent of losing the entire nation of Andorra, or 1/7th of the state of Wyoming.
Don't forget, these are children only. Who needlessly starved, died of diseases. The deaths of injuries in the actual war don't even count into that. There aren't words to start to describe this.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.